Cowboys to a 4-1 record over that stretch, leaving them at 4-2. Last week lost to the Eagles, but all is right in the world since Dak is back. Cowboys favored by 7 points, according to Fox, Bet, Sports, Book. I look at it very simply. If Dak Prescott loses this week, it will get as bad as it can get without him going on the bench. It's very much so a must-win. We think of must-win as like, something's going to happen, somebody's going to die. It's not that serious in sports. But it will get as bad as it can get in Dallas without putting Dak on the bench if they lose. Dak's already 0-1. So if the Cowboys lose, we can all kind of assume it was in large part because Dak Prescott did not help. Defense ain't going to struggle. They played solidly enough against the Eagles, and the Eagles aren't good offense. So if Dak comes back and they lose, it's really as bad as it can get. Can't put him on the bench because 160 million reasons why. But it will get as bad as it can get, Joy Taylor, without them putting him on the bench. For that reason, I think it's a must-win.
I don't think this week is a must-win. Next week's a must-win.
Yeah, that's real.
I think I have to sacrifice. I think I've got to give in. They play the Bears. I think.
Who that quarterback? Let me stop.
No, but that's the point. That and if they lose to the Bears, they have what after that? A bye. So they lose to the Bears, and then you've got all this extra time for us to speculate and talk about who should be the quarterback when they come back. So I don't think this is a must-win game. I'm not giving him as much grace as probably Dave will for the hands because I don't think he should be playing if he's still that injured. If his hand's going to affect his play, he shouldn't be playing this week, and Cooper Rush should be out there, which is why I'm resisting giving my grace in that space.
Okay.
That said, we've seen the Lions be capable of putting up a lot of points. So while their defense is not answered, their offense can certainly get things rolling. So now I don't know how they're going to do that against a Cowboys defense, but we've seen it happen before where this year they put up a bunch of points. So if they were to lose this game and Dak's first game back, after, by the way, the Cowboys lost last week, I don't think it would be as much, there would be so much panic. Now, the Bears is a different conversation. So this week I don't think is a must-win, especially because they just lost. If they were coming off an Eagles win, different conversation.
Lions this week, Bears next week. Is this week a must-win 2-5?
This week, no, it's not a must-win. I think with Dak Prescott, if they lose, they'll make an excuse. Oh, his hand was banged up, his fingernail.
When you say they, who's going to make it?
Dave, all the Dallas fans out there. That makes some excuse. And then also, I think he'll be a little rusty. So, but what I want to see from Dak, I just want to see him be more efficient, right? Take some plays out of the Cooper Rush book. This is not my words. Steve Young, one of the greatest, a Hall of Famer at that. He said he can learn from Cooper Rush. And I think what he's saying by that is being safe. Not trying to make every throw, right? He's just getting back, knock some of that rust off. Just be efficient as possible. But if they lose, that make an excuse.
Must-win, Dave. You know best.
And it's a must-win for me. Must-win for me, who has to come on this show and do 5 days of talk about it. But no, for Dak Prescott, no. And there's some truth in what you're saying, Shady.
It always is, brother. It always is.
Make sure you get my eye roll on my. He's coming off a 6-week layoff. It is an injury to his throwing hand, and if y'all don't want to give him grace for that, that's fine. But I'm curious to see how it goes. I'm going to give you some time to get used to playing football again and to figure out how to play despite that injury. That's a really good point. If he's not healthy enough, maybe he shouldn't be out there, but this is what it is. He talked to the media in Dallas yesterday and was like, against Philly was the first time I was really itching and feeling like I could make a difference. This is the first time this season since he hurt his thumb that he's felt that way. So if he felt that way last week, you know he's going to play now. You can't keep him off the field forever. Despite that, his own injury, and then look, y'all can call me crazy if you want to. As far as 1-4 teams go, the Lions are not trash. They're not good. They're not trash. They played Philly close in the season opener. They had a fourth quarter lead against Minnesota, who's 5-1. So this is not a terrible team. So if they lose,
wait a second.
It's not the end of the world.
Wait a second.
They should win.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Hey, I thought I was finished. Hey. Okay, calm down. I'm helping because it's the next line. Now look, Dave, you're starting to do what Cowboys faithful do.
Yes, what they do.
And it was subtle. I don't know if you caught it. I think
I caught it.
She's a vet. Shady caught it. You might not have
Enlighten me.
They start to lay a mattress down in advance. No. Now look, y'all. The 1-4 Lions that have the number 2 overall pick in last year's NFL draft, they're not a bad team. I mean, they've lost 4 games and only won 1. They got shut out by the Patriots 29-0, but they're not a bad football. I mean, they gave up 48.
They played so hard.
But they play good. So if Dak loses to the Lions, I mean, they're not bad 1-4
Okay, but wait.
football.
How'd your most dangerous San Francisco 49ers do last week in the NFL playing an Atlanta Falcons team that nobody thinks super highly of?
A lot of injuries.
This is so you can make excuses when you feel good about
There's
the
like
team.
4 or 5 guys out.
When you feel good about the team, you can make
There's like
excuses.
4 or 5 guys out.
It is inexcusable for the Cowboys that were 4-1 with Cooper Rush to lose to the Lions. It's inexcusable.
It's an NFL team.
It is the NFL.
It's not. This is not college. This is not the SEC. They're not playing Panera Bread University.
There are still some Panera Bread caliber teams.
There are no Panera.
Like Texas?
The Carolina Panthers. That's it.
Carolina Panthers,
it.
the Houston Texans,
Maybe the
the
Chicago
Chicago
Bears.
Bears.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
But they
Seriously,
can,
you talking me to 3. The Lions,
they can win that game
I don't think
with
that the
Cooper
Lions,
Rush, though.
I don't think that the Lions are one of them. I don't. But shouldn't the opponent in this situation matter with this question?
Yes, but that's why we all said, man, bring Dak back versus the Lions. We looked at the Lions as rare meat, and we were figuratively speaking, and we were the Lions. Like, we looked at the Lions as a team to take advantage
Okay, so
of.
then the question. So then, really, the question is, how is Dak supposed to look in this game if they lose? What if Dak has a perfect game?
Oh,
Okay, and throws for 300
Yep.
yards, 3
Goodbye me.
touchdowns, no
Oh.
interceptions, and
Goodbye me.
Dak doing it?
there's 3 incompletions,
Goodbye
and
me.
the
A lot,
defense happens
like a
to give
lot.
up a pick 6 at the end of the game.
Good by me. You make a great point. I think Dak needs to look better than the Cowboys need to play. That's where I'm at.
Because they can win that game with Cooper Rush. So we want to see how Dak looks. That's my only question.
That's it, baby.
Because Cooper going there, hey, Cooper ain't going to win this game for us.
That's it. Hold up, wait a minute.
Y'all thought I was finished?
Coming up, it's time for my picks. We got 13 games to pick. 100 seconds are on the clock. I'm going through each and every game, talking about your favorite team. You want to know if they win, don't you? Tune in next. You'll find out. Speed. Why not about that after Martin? Y'all thought they were in it?
That's half the fun of a new house. Seeing what people